Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Rivals Rumble. Back after a while. We haven't done it in a while. But it's Man United versus Arsenal at the Emirates, and a lot of Man United fans have a lot of chest. Against Arsenal. And Omar Marmoush is about to join Man City. Man City are spending big. They are trying to save their season. They are targeting third or second, or even targeting going back to the competition. And people are shaking about Manchester City. Of course, people are shaking. Of course, 1-0. The youth are there. Everyone is there. And it looks fantastic for Man City. A serious team, going serious in the transfer window. 11 days in, wrapped up one signing. The second is going to be within hours. Everything agreed with Frankfurt. And we'll talk about it. Chelsea, on the other hand, are targeting a forward or a center back. We'll talk about that as well. And what happened to Chelsea this season. We just started the show, and there is about 300 people here. Everyone that is saying Gasperini in the chat. And instead of you spamming Gasperini, with everyone support the channel, hit that like button. Let us know what you think. We're not even on 100 likes. So hit the like buttons, you all frauds, and saying Gasperini, F Gasperini, and F Atalanta. I don't give a shit about them. So hit that like button. Ahmed is going to be joining us. Of course, we're here with the Ahmed Diallo guy is here, of course. Ahmed Diallo. We have Vator Games joining us for Rivals Rumble. Fantastic addition to the squad. Ahmed, your hair is taking over the screen. And of course, the always green, always young Dayo, of course, my Nigerian brother, my African brother. I'm in Africa, he's in America. But listen, hit the like button, people. We'll be joined, of course, by the Bridge Nation. Ahmed is joining us. He's just taking a little bit of a detour, and then he will be here. Where do we start, actually? Do we start right away with Man United and Arsenal, or we start with people shaking about Manchester City? How are you, Ahmed? Why are you smiling, Habibi? You're about to go to...
Listen, I'm always smiling, bro. I'm telling you, you get me? I'm always smiling. But yeah, I don't mind what we talk about. United versus Arsenal or Man City. I don't mind. Listen, I'm versatile, bro. You get me? Yeah, versatility. Do you get me? Big up.
I'm putting you in the center, wallahi, Ahmed.
Yeah, listen, I can get used to this, Subscribe, everyone.
Hola.
I can get used to
everyone, bro. We're going to lose a dot soon, yeah? Big up to you, my man.
Bro.
I wanted, of course, the main topic is going to be Chelsea, Man United versus Arsenal. We all know that. It's the big game. Chelsea played the dead team. Man City played the dead team. and Liverpool played a dead team. However, I really wanted to speak. The reason why I wanted Vator, by the way, I asked Vator a day ago about this. The reason why I wanted Vator here, I really wanted to talk about the
I'm
Man
honored,
City
by the way.
fans.
Thank you. Thank you for wanting me on the show. Thank you.
Like, to be honest with you, this Man City quickness in the market, wrapping up a deal right away for a £40 million center back, going for Marmoush early doors in the window, wrapping it up, not allowing anybody else. By the way, Man City is still targeting someone else. I don't know who. What is going on? Are City trying to go back into the title race? What is going on?
Well, listen, you don't have a Liverpool fan on the panel here today, but they would be the only ones to answer whether City are going to be back in this title race. They would have to slip up for us to be in this title race. We're just doing our business. We're just doing what we have been doing the last few seasons in terms of being proactive, taking signings that match with what our scouting says, not doing anything reactionary. I got my Ahmed Chelsea brother over here that once the money comes in, the money comes out. I'll take players whenever I want. It's a little different over at Manchester City. We've got to be a little strategic. Ahmed, Chelsea fan, told me on how poor my transfer windows have been the last few years. We can't always hit them out the park. We can't always be perfect, but we are always looking. And this moving quickly, Mo, I got to actually challenge you on this one. It's not about moving quickly. It's actually about moving when the deal makes the most sense. The deal makes the most sense to be able to do it now for not only the club that we're buying from, but for us. There's been a few things that have really come up that have made us look this poor. Dayo, United Ahmed telling me about my 1 in 12, 1 in 13, whatever the number was. A lot of things came up this season where we were like, you know what? We're not up for it. We're not ready for it. Too many injuries. Midfield, defense, too many injuries. So you know what we're doing? We're future-proofing. Mo, you're a homeowner yourself. Sometimes you gotta. Oh, I didn't realize the toilet was gonna break down. I didn't realize my TV was gonna crap out. I didn't realize I needed a new fridge. Like, they just get used so much that you got to replace them a little quicker. We're like, you know what? Our defense is looking a little old. Ahmed doesn't. Chelsea Ahmed doesn't like my center backs that I'm targeting. He thinks they're a little too young, not ready to have impact right now. We're future proofing. We're doing things for the long term. So I think that's looking amazingly well. Mo, as an Egyptian yourself, if the news comes through and Marmoush happens to be, I'm waiting for the official. Here we go. I'm waiting for that plane to be tracked and for him to land in Manchester City. When that happens. If it's going to be a title race, we'll wait and see. One game at a time is my whole thing. And I'm not doing this as a fake humble. I'm not trying to do this as a pussycat in the tree. I'm being real. It's one game at a time. I've won 4 in a row. I can't be expected to win 5, but what I can be expected to do is win the games that are in front of me and be in this top 4. So we're going to do these potential 2 center back signings. We're going to do this Marmoush signing. Egyptian prince is how many are trying to brand him. Not me. He's not officially mine yet, so I'm not doing any type of branding yet. But he can play across the front 3. He can play as a 10. And the one thing that's very unique, Dayo doesn't like this, but the one thing that we do over here at Manchester City, we like competition amongst the players. We like that we have competition amongst a 6. We like that we can have a competition at left back.
Why do you have to lie to qualify?
Let me just finish.
No. You know I'm going to do this. Why do you have to lie?
He was doing a good monologue here.
No.
Allah, you're like, you crash a party. Why are you crashing a
I will crash the party. When you lie on me, I will crash the party. What if my Dayo doesn't like this? How is my name involved in what your club is doing and what I like and what I don't like? You don't even know what I like. So why would you lie about, say I don't like something when you have no idea where I stand about it?
No,
just to qualify your club. Okay, I get it. If you don't say my name, it's not important enough. Carry on. I understand where you're coming from. Yes.
Diallo's had the last 2-3 years with the players that he's had over there, and has he had the competition that it looks like City are trying to establish amongst our attacking players, amongst our defense, amongst our midfield? I want to have Marmoush, Oscar Bob, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Doku, Savinho. I want that. I don't want you know what? You playing on right wing, that's yours. Don't even worry about it. You start every week. I don't want that. I want to have you compete for that job. I want you to have to be able to go on rotation and not suffer a potential muscular injury because you're overused. I want my club to have enough players amongst these positions to be able to go and maybe go after every trophy. That's what I want. And I like that my club's making these moves. Now, what we do in the offseason, we'll wait and get there. But Mo, we gotta, if there's anything that I have learned, Ahmed, United Ahmed in the middle, listen, everyone wants to con him. Everybody wants to talk about where he is right now with regards to his club, right? Mighty United should never be 12th or 13th. But you know what Ahmed showed us? He showed us you need to be relentless if you're trying to dominate this league. You need to have quality in your squad. That's what my club's trying to do. We're trying to get back to it. Because when we did it, when we went and did a madness in the transfer window, Mo, when we have the Sanes and the Sterlings and the David Silvas and the KDBs and the Agueros, we went and did a madness. We went and did the Centurions. When we did it again, when we went out, Ahmed Chelsea, when we went out and spent like a Chelsea club, when we spent big and we got Holland, Alvarez, Akanji, Ortega, we went and did a madness again. We went and won a trouble. So we realized that we got to strengthen. We're going to let some players go. I just heard recently, I know you didn't ask me this, but looks like Kyle Walker might be on his way out. And again, I'm going to thank him for his service. But Kyle, Father Time, undefeated. If it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. Thank you so very much for your service. But we can't stay still. We can't stay still. We're going to get players that we need. We're going to let the guys that have won everything go and say thank you. We're not going to hold on to them longer than we need to. And we're going to move, man. I'm happy with the result of today as well. FA Cup, this is what it's all about. You fans that say bigger fish to fry. You fans that say an FA Cup I don't care about. You fans that say I care about, I've been there, done that. Nah, not me. I want it all. I love what I saw today. Youngsters playing. James McAtee, you guys questioning James McAtee? Y'all be quiet. Savinho, y'all talking about Savinho? Be quiet. Y'all talking about Doku? Today you got to be quiet again. Listen.
Bro, you'll be a team, bro. Just have some shit. Just calm down.
Have some shame. Listen, it's the FA Cup. Respect the competition, Mo.
Who did they beat? Salford.
Was I in your comments, Mo, when you lost your Italian
he's
Super
talking
Cup?
about
Was I in your comments?
They beat Selfridge, bro. Let's go have some shame now.
Selfridges.
No, but they beat a local rival, man.
Yes.
They beat a local rival.
What, Trafford Centre. So we have Selfridge. That's a
They
shock,
beat
bro.
Selfridge, bro. Yeah, I know.
Hey,
They
Selfridge.
beat Selfridges,
That was
bro.
a little bit of a derby. Come on, don't do that.
Selfridges. Oh my god.
Broski, the fact you signed a player that no one heard of. That you were signing the best defender in the Portuguese league, from John Stones, from Kyle Walker to this guy, man.
Close enough.
I'm
Listen.
sorry. I don't know the guy, but you guys are moving. And I don't know why, to be honest with you, why would Omar Marmoush want to join Man City? I don't know. I don't
Oh
understand.
my goodness. What do you mean
Same.
you don't know,
That's
Mo?
facts, Mo. That's facts, Mo. That's facts.
Why would he join Man City? He doesn't suit the system.
No, stop.
No, I'm being serious.
No, stop.
He
When
plays
you
in a
say that,
two-striker formation.
Mo, when you
He
say
plays
that, I want you to phrase it this way. Why would Omar Marmoush, why would he join trouble-winning four-peat Manchester City? That's how you should phrase it.
No, you don't understand. The guy doesn't suit Man City. You
Oh,
guys
no.
are. He doesn't.
Mo, you're the same guy that told me before
He's an
Holland came to
expensive. He's an
Manchester City.
expensive. He's an
No.
expensive. player.
You told me this about Holland. You told me this about Holland 3 years ago. Why would Holland go to City?
And Pep had to change the way you play for him.
Okay, so that's why Omar.
And look at your wingers today.
Yes.
That's because of Holland, by the way. Look at your wingers today. That's Holland's work.
My wingers today are very similar to what my wingers were when we did our madness and Centurions.
The problem
my
with your
wingers
wingers now
today
is
are
because
going
you have
back
a striker. Ahmed, your camera's like acting up, by the way. Not you, United.
Is it me?
Oh,
The Bridge
Yeah.
Nation. Yeah.
The
Your
Bridge
camera's
Nation.
acting up, yeah.
Is it going in and out? I'm assuming.
It's a little
Yeah,
grainy.
it's
yeah, it's a
It's
little
a grainy. I think it's a. Guys, we got over 400. Can we get the likes to 200 likes, guys? Hit
Yeah,
that
get the
like
likes
button,
up
people.
because Mo's talking fraudulent here about
How do you have 1 billion
Marmoush
for play,
doesn't
1
suit-
billion for
doesn't
players and
suit
you can't buy
Manchester
a
City.
good
Why
car?
would he go to Manchester City? That's crazy talk.
No, but he's not going to Man City because of the club Man City. He's only going to go there for your manager and what obviously with the players
No,
that you have.
see, now you're being
No,
disrespectful.
I'm being serious and I'm not even taking the piss. He's listen, when you guys buy a player, when you guys buy a player, it's not all my days. I want to join Manchester City prestigious club. That's not how you guys roll in it.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not. You're still a little club, but you have a very good manager. You still have a very good manager. Yeah.
Wow.
Pep Guardiola. I respect what Pep's done, but in terms of like your club's stature,
Name me a trouble-winning little club.
No. But the reason why you won the treble is because of your manager. It's not because it's in your heritage or in your DNA. Your DNA.
The reason why you won your trouble was because of your manager. What are we doing here?
No, it's not. It's not about that. I'm talking about your club in particular. Because if you can,
He's right, though. He's right, though.
No, but if you take Fergie out of United, we still won a Champions League. We still won Premier Leagues. Like what I'm saying here is that Man City, when players go to Man City, it's mainly because of the manager that you have in your disposal, and that's not a negative. I'm just telling you how it is. You have a manager, yeah. You have the manager who can pull these players. So when people say, "Oh, do Man City have them?" No, Pep has the pull. When we got, for example, Pogba and Ibra, yes, Man United is a big club, yeah, and they'll always attract the big names, but Mourinho helped in that aspect. So I don't understand. Omar Marmoush, I've not really seen much of him like that. I can't lie. So I can't really give you an honest opinion or assessment of how he is as a player. But it just proves.
I like that.
Yeah. So all this tells me is that Pep, he's probably excited that the January transfer window has come. Yeah, because he's probably been waiting. Because let's be honest, whenever Pep is stuck, he's always had the privilege of changing players. He always had good quality players on the bench, rotating. Yeah, he'll rotate, for example, the DMs, the 10s, the wingers, Sterling and Sané. Yeah, like he always had them type of players. And I'm not saying Pep here. Pep is a good manager, but he really does need his players as well. He needs his players in it to actually to carry on dominating. Because once he starts to lose them quality in the team, and he doesn't have the quality off the bench as well. I mean, if you look at your wingers, Grealish at Man City has been, let's just say how it is. I liked him before he came to Man City, but he's been a flop. Savinho, yeah, he was playing mostly off the left when he was in Girona. You played him on the right, and funny enough, now that you play him off the left, he puts in a wonderful cross for Haaland, and he cooked on that left-hand side, Savinho. So it seems to me that Pep is always trying to overcomplicate things. Yeah, maybe he's bored of winning. Who knows, innit? Maybe he's bored and he wants to give others a chance. But yeah, man, if they get Kyle Walker is
Ahmed, have you ever arm wrestled with like a younger brother or a cousin, and you start using your left hand instead of your right hand because it's too easy?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's what Pep's doing. Pep's like, come on, but
not this season though. Not this season. Maybe last season, but this season he's actually getting cooked.
I can't sit down. I can't let that pass.
Go on, Dayo.
I can't let that pass by. You just said that's what Pep is doing. That's why he's scratching his own head and peeling his own skin, right? That's what he's doing. Like you're telling me that all that stuff that we saw him crashing out is him playing with his left hand. He's like, oh, let the younger brothers have a chance. Come on, man. Look, call it what it is. The players were not good enough in this season that you need them to be good enough. Pep was overthinking it, and now the window is open and you're doing good business, and that's a good thing for any club. Just call it what it is. You can't come here and try. Look, the idea that Man City are moving quickly tells me that they knew that there was chaos in the camp. That's why they're moving this quickly. When there's issues.
Wait, you think this is quick movement? You think this is quick movement?
Of course it is. I mean, 11 days into the transfer window in January, and you already literally have 2 or 3 players on the way.
No, we haven't signed anyone yet.
I know, but you signed one person today already. You signed your defender today. Omar Marmoush is going
verbal agreement.
But I'm saying, like, if they talk about transfers right now for Man City, a lot of your transfers have gone beyond, we're interested in the guy. It's gotten to a point where you're having conversations with them, and those conversations are serious. So it is what it is as regards to how quickly you're moving. That tells me that your manager and your backroom staff identify that there's an issue and they need to move really quickly to solve that issue in getting quality players in.
Dayo, do you not think that makes us look bad, by the way? That Man City, do you not think, honestly speaking, I'm not even joking. Do you not think them being this ruthless here in Jan makes my club and your club look stupid. Because
No,
why
it doesn't.
we-
It doesn't. I won't compare. No, because here's the difference again. You have to look at context around them. Man City are a 4P treble winning team that went from being the champions last season to dropping off this season, losing 12-0. Pep, everybody's like, what's going on with City? City is going to get relegated, blah, blah, blah. In that situation, you have to be drastic in your approach to fixing what the issue is. You have to be. In our case, it's a case of, okay, we can't be as drastic as you because we're not in the same situation like the drop-off, but we also need to be quick in our application of getting players in that fit what we need to be able to actually do what we need to do. So we can't go toe to toe and try and get Omar Marmoush because they want to get Omar Marmoush.
No, it's not about going toe to toe with Marmoush. It's about, for example, they're being active and they're being persistent. And despite what they've won, they can easily just be like, you know what, Pep, look, we're satisfied. As much as I banter City, we're satisfied with what you've done. We're going to let our foot off the gas for a second. Nah, you know what? I'm going to go get this, and that. Yeah. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that after what they've achieved, winning the treble, winning a 4P, they're still showing signs that, you know what?
But you have to.
But I'm saying, like, clubs like ours, mate, what are we doing? Like, do you get me? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you say what are we?
It's interesting.
Like,
It's
come on
interesting
now,
question.
A very interesting point, actually. It's a very interesting point.
What I would say.
That comparison. Sorry, Ahmed, let me say this. That comparison.
Ahmed, the problem is you're lagging. You need to leave and come back again.
Yeah.
You're really behind us.
Ahmed, that comparison that you're making doesn't.
It doesn't look like that to me, though. When I'm looking at
Yeah, for you, only you. Only for you. Wait, Dayo, wait. Only for him.
There's no way. Like,
Yeah. Just leave and come back again.
Ahmed's got that flipping KFC Wi-Fi, man.
Yeah, similar to me. Go ahead, Dayo.
So Ahmed, what I'm saying again is I understand where you're coming from. If you look at the bigger picture, you're like, City is going quickly and everybody else is slow. I get that. But I'm saying the reason City is going this quick, at the beginning of the season, nobody predicted that City will be where they are right now, as in the position they're in. People predicted that City were the favorites to go on and win it again.
Yeah.
Right? So let's assume that City had been playing very, very well. And by this January, they would not be making these moves in January right now if they were firing on all cylinders. I don't think that they'll be rushing this. Hear me out again. Vator, if all your players, if Foden was already on a 22 GA by now, if Haaland was on a 35 GA, if Walker was on fire, if all your guys, Guardiola, everybody's pumping gas, like nobody's lagging, like if the team was playing like they played 3 seasons ago and they're really fine, I don't think you would be rushing, right? If Doku
They'll
came
still
in,
do business. They might not to this extent, maybe.
not to this extent. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking generally about why I think that the need for them to be the ones to be more more forceful in the market is because of the drop-off that they've seen. And that drop-off was not calculated for. It just happened. Nobody would have predicted it. So of course you have to be more proactive.
This is where I have to disagree with you.
I don't think that is a look on any.
Can we hear Ahmed's take on it first before the Vator comes in?
What I would say is that it is a shame on certain clubs. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I was reading something recently that they were discussing some of these deals end of December, so they were even getting ahead of the transfer window to make sure they gave themselves ample time. Whereas you look at Arsenal, for example, needed players. You know what I mean? They're saying we're content with what we've got already. So if that's your starting point, then what can you really do at that point? You look at United, I don't know what we need to say about United and competency. That's like water and wine. They're still mix. So I don't know what to say. Even my club, for example, it's like the 11th of January right now. We probably need one or two players. And even us ourselves have been slightly delayed because I feel like, for me, we should have definitely improved on that aspect as well. But at the end of the day, we'll definitely get something done. So, listen, we'll see definitely for sure at the end of the day. But what I would say is that at least with City, is that they're trying to get stuff done. But I don't know if this stuff is going to help them in the short term. At the very least, some of these signings. Maybe I would say
which is great. I wanted to ask you that. Okay, go ahead.
That's where I want to go as well.
Okay, hold on. Keep going, Ahmed. Keep going.
Because for me, I would probably say Marmoush probably is the one you'd made argument for that can help them in the short term and then in the medium term, right? But you look at a guy like a Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov for me is definitely like a medium to long term signing. Victories, the other guy you're getting from Brazil, is definitely a medium to long term signing, right? If you're at least from the age range perspective, you're like Marmoush is 25 years old, he's definitely short to medium. Like, and when I mean medium, that's 5 years. 5 years, roughly around about 5 years. He can give you definitely 5 years. Probably can give you more, but like at least short to medium term, that's what he's going to be giving you for a guaranteed at the end of the day. So
My man Barca saying, how embarrassing would it be if the Prem if City win the league from this position? Is that a possibility?
That would be mad. I think that would look really bad on Dayo in particular.
See what? I would actually say it will be the most impressive Premier League win in as far as I know.
Yeah,
See,
definitely.
you can look at it from both. I would say it's the most impressive Premier League win I've seen.
I would disagree.
I mean,
it would be impressive. It would be impressive. Stop hating on that.
No. I'm saying the most impressive, in my opinion, of all time will always be Leicester.
Leicester,
But
yeah.
like, you
Yeah. Of course, I agree. Sorry.
You guys have been number two, though. You guys
No. Hold on. It's the most impressive comeback. I'm just gonna say comeback.
Yes, there. If you said impressive comeback, then I agree.
The most impressive comeback in the history of the Prem, to be honest.
That's fair.
As far as I know.
100%.
And by the way, no.
How many points is Liverpool ahead of
like 10 or something.
12 points with the game in hand, Dayo. 12 with the game in hand.
The game in hand. So let's just say 15 points. But if Man City come back and win the league, Ahmed says it will be more embarrassing for Dayo. When Man City clawed back 15 points off Liverpool, he's more worried about how I'm going to.
Oh no, because there's no Liverpool fan here. That's why I mentioned you.
That's like if Man City comes back and wins the league, it's not on me anymore. I don't care because guess what? You clawed Liverpool 15 points.
You should still care.
No. What I mean, you're 3 points behind me.
Yeah.
So
the storyline isn't going to be Arsenal. You won't be the headline.
Like, so when Ahmed was like, "Oh, it'll be,"
I mean, you may not be. You may not be. But Dayo, you may not be the main headline. But you know, if you read newspapers, which I'm pretty sure you do, there's the main headline. And then there's the subheading.
There's always there's always a place where you just always want to make Arsenal the banter club, regardless of what.
It's not banter.
Listen. Even when in the grand scheme of things, you look at it and say, well, they just clawed up 15 points. If they claw 15 points from Liverpool and win the league, they are 3 points behind me, which means one game and we're on the same point. So it's me and City literally chasing Liverpool at this point. So anything anybody wants to say, yes, you expected that Arsenal should be the one on top. We expected that, but it did not happen. So right now, it should be on whoever is on top because they're the ones who have 6 points ahead of the game and have 9 points. So
but the fact is, even if you exclude Man City's downfall,
so it's 6 points.
Liverpool should not be way ahead of you guys. If we're being honest, they should.
We're talking from where.
I'll tell you why.
Let's not talk about they should not or they should.
No, but I'll tell you why though.
This is where they are right now. No, let's talk about where they are right now. This whole if buts and maybes does not work.
It's not an if but maybe.
He's saying why they should not have been. Where are they now? Where is Liverpool right now?
They're top. They're top.
How many points? Good. So
45 or 46 points they have.
Then I'm saying like how many points from so Liverpool to Arsenal is 6 points.
I actually don't know the points tally. Like
I'm telling you that I'm letting you know.
For United Ahmed's mental health, it's good that he doesn't.
Yeah, listen, Vator, listen.
So my thing is, if anybody is to be embarrassed this season, we should be embarrassed that we did not take the chance. That's the only thing that Arsenal should be embarrassed about. But Liverpool should be embarrassed that City clawed 15 points back.
Guys, actually, I have a twist here. Go, I have a twist. Is this the new storyline that Arsenal fans are engineering?
No, that's not.
I have a twist here. And before I say the twist, guys, there's over 500 people here. Let's get to 300 likes live. Hit that like button. If Man City crawl from here to win it ahead of Liverpool, that means Liverpool must have fallen off, right?
Yeah.
And it will be shame that Arsenal aren't the team that were able to crawl above Liverpool.
Exactly.
Forget Liverpool. Do you know why, Dayo? With all due respect, do you know why, Dayo?
I'm listening.
Because no one here is assuming that Liverpool will fall off. But if they do, they're going to be already in the mud. But I think it will be embarrassing for the team that is supposed to win the league that they couldn't crawl and win it, Dayo. and that is honest.
So it's embarrassing for the team that is supposed to. What makes you? Who gave Arsenal the bet right that they're supposed?
Yeah,
to?
no, hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
Who's supposed to win the league this season?
No,
Are we?
You can ask me why I'm saying my club would win the league this season. That's, of course, everybody will say that about their team. Chelsea would have said the same if they were in a good position. Look, we should be winning the league this season. Every top team will say we should be winning the league this season. When the season started, who were the favorites to win the league? It was City. It wasn't Arsenal. The favorite, yes or no? But everybody said Arsenal must win the league this season because it's Mikel Arteta's 5th year. He spent a lot of money. He's built his squad and he's challenged 2 years in a row, which is why everybody is saying Arsenal must win the league. Otherwise, Mikel Arteta is a failure. So this is because of those reasons. So to sit here now and say City, Liverpool, who have literally almost maybe 12 points plus the game in hand ahead of City, who were the original favorites at the beginning of the season, it's more embarrassing for Arsenal, who we assume should go on and win the league. It's more embarrassing for them and not for Liverpool. That's disingenuous.
Liverpool, shall I tell you why? Liverpool.
If
Okay.
City win 5 in a row and the big summer 6 in a row, maybe. Listen, we don't know.
No, because the only reason why I say with Liverpool, if they capitulate, bro, I'm hosting a party in it. Like that'll be amazing.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. But 95 or 99% of people in the football community would not have guessed that Slot would have maintained and improved this Liverpool side after Klopp has left. I can admit that, innit? I did not expect. I didn't really know much about Slot. Yeah, I didn't really know much about him. The way he's improved certain plays, fair play to him. He's done an amazing job so far. Yeah, and the only reason why I'm pointing out to you, Dayo, is not to banter. Yeah, is that the problem with Arsenal is that just because you're not favourites does not mean that you should be winning, because the problem with you is that you never capitalise in people's, like, they never capitalise when other teams face adversity.
Exactly.
Go on, Mo.
God, I want to just moving on from that conversation. Go ahead. Finish the segment for City. Yes.
With the transfer talk, I just want to go back and say it has nothing to do with players falling off. It has nothing to do with the 1 in 13. Diallo, in particular, kept wanting to bring up, like, had the club not done so and so, they probably wouldn't be moving this quickly in a transfer window. I got to disagree with you, Diallo. We have been UEFA labeled best ran club for a couple years.
We
now.
know that's a that's a
Ahmed, what can I make my point, please? Can I make my point?
Glorified trophy, my con.
Okay. I don't care about the glorified trophy. I'm talking about with regards to the check marks, the thing you have to do to be considered a well-ran club, and what you have to do to be a well-ran club. And I say this all the time, and this is no banter. This is actually showing props. United Ahmed showed us the blueprint. Showed us if you are trying to win consistently, you can't stay still. So this has nothing to do with, we fell off, this is why we're moving in the January transfer window. No, the scouting is constant. You're always looking for this quality. You're always looking to replenish. Chelsea Ahmed's telling me that these center backs are kind of like for the long term, not the short term. So this is the whole point that I'm trying to make. We're trying to future proof. We're trying to be prepared for what's next.
But Vator, we are saying the same thing. I'm saying you're a well-run club, which is why you moved this quickly when you now had a crisis with some of your players. If you did not have a crisis, you will still be a well-run club that would have sat down this time around in January and said, okay, we're going to get Omar Marmoush, but we're doing very well. Let's get him at this time and let's push. Because you're well-run, you identify the problem early. You started negotiating in December. So by January, you started getting the deals through. And again, this is also because you looked at what was going on with the team and you said, hey, players are falling off. There's a lot of stuff that is not working right now. So my point is, I'm not saying City panicked and we're like, we're scared. Let's go get players. No, that's not what happened. A well-run club that realized the issues internally said, hey, start scouting. August, September, October.
We don't stop scouting.
No, that's
you should never be stopped.
I didn't say you ever stopped. I'm just saying, like,
but let me just point this out. Let me
ask you a question. If you are scouting, right, and you already have 2 players, top players, when you had Haaland and Alvarez, you would not have been scouting for a third striker to compete because you had 2 top quality strikers, right? And if you didn't have any injuries to any one of them throughout the season, in a January transfer window, you would not be looking for a striker. So my point, but if you then had an injury to Alvarez and maybe Haaland was falling off in a January transfer window because you're a well-run club, you will go get a top striker as well again, and one of them will have to leave in the summer. So that's what I'm saying. What you guys are doing is what every club should be doing. But again, there was an urgency because of the position that you were in.
No, that's where I'm correcting you. That's why I'm correcting you. No, there's no urgency because of quote unquote crisis. No, we were always planning to scout like this. We were always looking to get young talent. That's why I just wanted to kill and dead your narrative that you're trying to apply to my club. This is not reactionary. We're proactive constantly because
I never said you're reactionary.
Oh, let me just make.
It is definitely reactionary, bro.
I didn't even
If
say
you
you're
were top
reactionary.
of the league now, you wouldn't have
Yo,
spent the
this
money.
is
bro.
insane, bro.
This
This
is
is
insane.
insane. Gaslighting.
Absolutely
Insane gaslighting.
bro.
Insane
Jacob chooses
gaslighting,
to
bro.
hear what he wants to hear. I never said you're
No.
reactionary. I never said you're reactionary. I even said I'm sure you guys were already looking at some of these players August, September, October. And then you started negotiations in December so that by January, how is that reactionary when I say that that's what your club was doing? So for you to say, oh, it's not narrative, I'm not giving a narrative here.
You're talking about us moving quickly, us moving swiftly because of a crisis. I want to say no. The crisis had nothing to do with how quickly, how swiftly we're moving. Okay. Because these are young 20, 21-year-old center backs that are long-term plans. Marmoush as well in terms of being on the short list of talent that we want. When we let an Alvarez go in the summer transfer window, we were always looking to replenish him. This has nothing to do with our quote unquote 1-13 or crisis season is what I want to emphasize. Also, we've had past transfer windows where we went out and got an Alvarez before we actually were going to bring him in. We got a Maximo Perrone before we actually brought him in. We've got a Echeverry, who's coming again from South America, who's coming into the January or later in February. This is what we do. So I don't want, maybe you're not doing this. Apologies. I'm not seeing your eyes right now, so I don't know if this applies to you. But we're not doing anything with regards to, this is crisis time. Let's get the talent. Nah. The UEFA best ran club in the world. We were always going.
Can I ask you a question? Last summer, right when you guys let Alvarez go, when the transfer market was talking about who you guys are going to sign to replace him, which striker were most people talking about on Twitter and the news generally?
With regards to Manchester City?
Yeah, with regards to Manchester City, which striker was it?
Olmo, not a striker, but Olmo was probably the one that was
so Omar Marmoush again. That's why I said. Is a medium to short term, just like what Ahmed was saying, because of the form that he's in, and he's literally it's like we need someone right now. That's going to be that guy. Then the other guys, I agree with you, are long term. But to say that there is no world where City, well-run club says, oh, we do actually need someone right now. That's the well-run club identifying the problem and trying to fix it in the middle of the season. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. If you can't sit there as a club and the picture you're trying to paint is you guys are so perfect that you've predicted the future so much that in January you already knew that you're like, nah, bro. There's a world, there's a real world where you guys are having an internal. You're like, look, things are not working in this position. These guys have not picked off. We need somebody to come and give competition. Boom, that's a well-run business.
Listen, there is a super chat here that will answer everything. Did Man City last 2 January windows buy anyone?
Yes.
Which one? Who?
So Maximo Perrone was last, and before that,
how many games did Maximo Perrone play for Man City?
He didn't play. We bought him, but we didn't bring him in until
play.
Play.
Okay.
But we often buy in January, not necessarily bring the player in to be playing in January.
So hear me out. Would you concede that you are wrong? Just to move on, would you concede that you are wrong if Omar Marmoush and the new guy Kuzmanov play for Man City this season? Would that means that these buys are not for the future? They are reactionary buys to play now. Would you concede?
No, the fact that they show that they could play for the first team wouldn't necessarily mean that they're reactionary. It means that they show quality enough to be.
Kozanov. I'm sorry, Kozanov.
Yeah, I know who you meant. No, the fact that they come in and they're able to play just would not mean that it's we need them. It's urgency. It means that they're showing that they're actually ready to play. So we're gonna inject them into the squad.
Can I ask you something? Hold on, Dayo. Let me. Sorry. Do you believe Peroni was ready to play for City?
No.
No, because he didn't play.
No, he got a shot to play. He played. I think he played 2 games, didn't quite show, and then obviously sent on loan.
Okay. Do you believe Marmoush is ready to play for City?
From what I'm
You-
seeing right now, yeah,
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Do you believe the center back is ready to play for City?
That's a hard one to tell. I like his skill set. I would say that he could be introduced. He would help with some rotation.
Do you believe these 2 transfers are different than the Peroni transfer?
No,
No,
wouldn't say
they're
that.
not.
No, I wouldn't
They're
say
not.
that.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. It's okay. It's up to you. I just
But
wanted to
let me-
ask a
let me ask
question
you
to
this.
present an argument. You can ask me. Yes.
Let me ask you this, Mo, because quality content all the time. With regards to Egyptian talent,
Yeah.
what do you think of Marmoush?
Fantastic. I wish him all the best. I am actually glad that he's going to be coached under Pep Guardiola. I don't think he suits Pep Guardiola because he's someone who is very flary, plays as a second striker. And by the way, there is one more thing. He actually plays in a very transitional based team that averages less than 49% ball position. He's going to the highest position based team in the world in Man City. So that is transition that is, I'm not sure if he suits the system or not. Man City don't play transition based football. I wish that he tears it up in the Premier League, to be honest with you. I wish him like he tears it up like Salah in the Premier League because it's good for Egypt. It's a good image for Egyptians that I think he's the first Egyptian to be coached under Pep Guardiola.
He's got Canada ties as well.
Canada. He played already for Egypt. Like he already played for the national team. So I really wish him all the well. And I think he has a skill set that would have turned it apart in a more transition-based team. But listen, if Pep Guardiola can get something out of him in that system, I think it'll be fantastic to watch, to be honest. The problem is he's not a winger. That's the problem. Okay. But you want to be objective, forget Rivals Rumble and we're not banter. He's not a number 9 and he's not a winger. He's very similar to Julian Alvarez and even less. He plays in a 2-striker formation in a team that plays transition-based football. Can someone explain to me where is he going to play? What's his position? Someone explain to me.
Because he's not going to be there over Savinho. And who else do you play? Who do you
No,
play
he's
more?
better than Savinho. Okay, hear me out. Savinho, okay. Ahmed, you know, Savinho is an out-and-out winger. He's like a Saka. He's like an out-and-out winger. You know what I mean? A Sancho, Ahmed Wake. The Omar Marmoush is not.
Yeah,
He's
so
a
he's not going to
second
be ahead of
striker in a
Haaland.
2-striker formation.
We know Pep plays with the 1 striker.
And you want to tell me that Omar Marmoush, when he went and spoke to City, they told him like, oh, by the way, you're going to be coming in as if Haaland wants a rest? I doubt it.
No.
He definitely had a conversation with Pep Guardiola about his role in the team. Because someone who's tearing it apart in the Bundesliga is not going to just leave his team to go to Man City, who are struggling at the current moment in the Premier League. Yes, they have the perfect coach and they have the best coach and they're the most well-run club and they pay more money and everything.
Thank you.
But he's definitely going to go and like, oh, I'm going to prove myself to start over Haaland. It doesn't matter what you do, you're not starting over Haaland. We know that.
So if he's in between, he can play behind Haaland then, isn't it?
Okay, now comes the question to you. Very objective conversation. Now comes the question to you. Do City play like that?
No.
Whoa. Let's be very objective. I know this is rival rumble. Actually, no, let's rival rumble right now. Because this is what I want to do.
No, I don't want that.
No, I
want to move to Man United.
I want the rival rumble. I want the rival rumble.
Go ahead.
Now, look,
here you go.
Look, this is what the show's all about. So we're gonna rival rumble.
All right, here you go. Before you rival rumble, can you guys? It's impossible that we have almost 600 people here. I need to get to 200 likes live or 300 likes live, guys. Hit that like button.
Yeah, hit that like button.
Hit the like button, people. Come on now.
Mo, you guys
hit that like button. Let's get that.
Stop. I could only be center stage. I could only be center stage if we got 200 likes. It's in my contract.
Okay, we get Vator to center stage. I'm gonna put.
Yeah. I think we're at 200 likes.
That mustache is lighting up your camera, my man. I applaud you for having the
quality right there.
Wallahi, quality. I promise you, quality, Ahmed. Wallahi, quality. Looking good. Looking so slick. Wallahi, looking slick.
No, much appreciated.
Wallahi.
He's blushing, bro. He's blushing, man.
He is blushing.
He's looking slick, bro.
Shameless.
I'm gonna say this real quick, because Mo, you mentioned it. You said Marmoush is very similar to Julian Alvarez. We saw treble season, Julian Alvarez and Haaland working together. We saw four-peat season, Julian Alvarez and Haaland playing together. I think you need to also recognize that Marmoush coming in now. Dayo didn't like it when I talked about future proofing, and I want to crash it on the whole crisis thing. But we're getting these players not necessarily for this season only. We've got vision with what's happening next year. Next year may be a case where there is no KDB, right? So then when you think of an 11, the 11 could be Marmoush, it could be Haaland in terms of the combination on that pitch. It can be maybe a Savinho out on the left. It could be a Foden out on the right. This is what we're looking at. Now this season, again, Pep's a madman. Who knows what Pep's going to do? Who knows what 11, what midfield, whatever combination is going to. But moving forward, the likes of a Bernardo Silva, the likes of a KDB may not be here. So I think Marmoush could actually work really well within this system. Pep obviously shown us that he can adapt.
What is more after this Vator talking? What's more after?
Here's what I'll say after Vator is done. I wanted
Go ahead, it's your chance. Go ahead.
I wanted something based off of what you said earlier. I think maybe also I like to give credit to intelligent players. I've watched a lot of Marmoush's clips ever since people started talking about him. Looked at a lot of Eintracht Frankfurt stuff, and I think that not only is he an amazing player, he's a very intelligent player. And if you have a manager like Pep that can actually coach him to play in a different position where he can thrive, like fixing the system, I think he can fit in Man City. Like I will never look at a player that has that level of skill set and intelligence, killing it in a league somewhere, and say, oh, the best manager in the world cannot fit him into the team, that he's just going to, let him dwindle off. I doubt that. So for me, I think it's key to also look at and give a little bit of credit to these players that they have the ability to become something else and play better in a different position. Like literally, you never know. Just because he's killing it in a two-striker system in Frankfurt, we don't know how he'll thrive in a different system where it's a 4-4-1-1 or whatever it is. We don't know. We don't know. So. But we know he's very good, and if he's coachable, then he brings that skill set and adds it to what City has.
Before you go, I'm gonna cut the crap, man. Let's cut the crap, guys.
All right, go ahead.
I'm getting tired, man. I'm getting tired of this. We're moving in circles. With Marmoush, I just feel like it's just gonna turn out to be like another Doku, bro. I just worry that it's gonna come to the club, Obviously, with Doku, obviously with Doku, obviously with him it was about progression, and I don't feel like Pep's helped him in any way to progress that player in Doku in particular. But with Marmoush, I just don't see it, bro. I just got.
Are we at 200 likes yet?
No, we're not.
I've got a gut feeling.
15, 50, 25.
I've got a gut feeling, my personal opinion, that Marmoush is not gonna do well at City, bro.
But this is not about Ahmed.
So serious.
Ahmed, let's do this. Ahmed, let's do this right.
Oh, especially about the rumble.
Especially like the recent signings that have
Ahmed,
rates.
Ahmed, hold on.
Did you watch City play today? Did you see those?
Vator, don't do that.
No, I was out today, man.
You know what? I'm going to have to defend Manchester City for the first time on this show, and it's because of what you just said now, Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed talking nonsense.
First and foremost, right? I can banter and try to make fun of Pep Guardiola, but he is the greatest manager of our time that we have seen in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
The last 10 to 15 years. Take it or leave it.
He's the master to your pupil manager over there at Maresca.
That's number one. I've watched a lot of Omar Marmoush's clip, and I want to be able to give credit to this player because of how intelligent he is and the skill set that he has. And you're telling me that you think he's not going to work because you feel yours is by a feeling. You're not looking at the reality of the technicality that the player has, the skill set that he has, and the manager that he's going to work with.
Listen, there's a lot of guys. Listen. Before you go, Dayo.
No, let him go. Dayo, keep going. Don't let him cut you off.
No. Because Dayo's point.
You're cooking, Dayo. Keep going. Don't let him cut you off.
No, it's not. Because Dayo specifically this right now said, it's about the players' mentality and then about the players'
again.
Listen, those two in particular, let's look at Doku again. I'm going to use that guy again because it's an easy example for me to go back to.
If you don't let me finish, you using Doku as an example is nonsense. You using Doku as an example is nonsense.
No, it's not. It's not nonsense.
Hold on, let me finish. If you let me finish, I'll let you go. You let me finish. You saying that combination will not work. The greatest manager of our time that we've seen and a very talented player. that the chances that it's going to fail is high is you just being disingenuous. The truth is the chances
not
that it
being
will succeed.
disingenuous.
Hold on.
Being
The
emotional.
chances that it will succeed is higher. Now let's look at Pep's scouting of players that he has had in City over the time that he has been there. How much success rate does he have vis-a-vis the ones that have failed? Doku is the only person you keep calling. You can't call maybe Jack Grealish.
Calvin Phillips is another one.
Yeah, but-
Grealish, another
Listen,
one. What do
I
you want me to
said, okay,
say?
so I said, but
Savinho,
hold
yeah.
on.
Yes, he
Again,
may have started to look good
again,
now, but like there was a
Savinho,
Ahmed, again, hold on.
Savinho started to look good now, but you saw
Ahmed,
how
I asked you,
how it was going for
Ahmed,
him initially.
I asked you
Come on,
percentage-wise. Ahmed, don't do that. I asked you percentage-wise. What is the success rate and the failure rate?
That's why you didn't listen to me, Dayo.
only
Dayo,
naming
didn't listen to
the
me.
You're only
No,
naming the
Dayo, I said to you in recent history, yeah, the
make
last
this-
I'd probably
make
say
this-
2 to 2.
Can I just
example
bury
with
this
go as
conversation?
short as
Can I,
possible.
hold on, guys,
Make it
as short as possible.
guys. Can I just bury this conversation? The massive difference. Doku was a teenager in League A, barely scoring the double digits, versus Omar Marmoush, who for back-to-back seasons has scored double-digit goals in the Bundesliga, playing for Eintracht Frankfurt. There's a massive difference between the age of the players, the profile of the players, the experience, and the output of the two players. It's completely different signings. This is not a youngster that is signing for City without experience. This guy has been playing for years in the Bundesliga, and he has been scoring goals. That's why he went from Wolfsburg to Eintracht Frankfurt, and he has had, I think he has had for Frankfurt over like 40 goals or something like this, or 35 goals already in 2 seasons. That is a lot of output. And I'm talking goals, not GA. Goals only. Imagine if I add the assists. So they're completely different, right? Completely different profiles. However, I see Ahmed's point regarding the players that have flair, like a Doku. That is the whole point. Like a Jack Grealish. A player with flair, with imagination. Pep Guardiola doesn't like that. Already in Egypt, they're starting to making cartoons and memes about it, right? Already in the Arab world. Right?
I think we need to clip up this episode because Ahmed said he doesn't think that Marmoush is going to be a success at Manchester City. He also thinks that Marmoush is going to be similar to Doku. So clip this up because I've seen other Chelsea fans with terrible takes. One in particular said that Haaland was never going to be successful in the
that
Prem.
guy was an idiot.
So here's another Chelsea
and
fan
for the people
with a
that are
terrible
asking,
take that we're going to remind them of
that's,
week after week after week.
For the people, before we move on from this, for the people that saying Sani and Mahrez, Pep Guardiola was known to have the wingers score goals just before Haaland, by the way. The problem is having Erling Haaland completely switched the way they play,
Exactly.
which is the Jack Grealish and all these people.
Also, before you just
so I get my man here. You
have
have a great point, guys. You have a great point about this, about the Sterlings, the Mahrezes, and all these guys until Erling Haaland arrived. If this was not Erling Haaland, it would have been worse.
I just want to also add, guys, just quickly. Listen, we know if you know about Eintracht Frankfurt strikers, the next move onwards is never great. So let's leave it at that.
I gotta do the super chats because we have to move on from the Man City, which is I actually enjoyed the we can have a lot of more conversations once the guy steps in and plays his first game for Manchester City.
Yeah.
Chaik Otto Habibi, thank you so much for the super chat. V don't know what he's talking about. That's Vator. If City are top of the table, they will be in the market? Look at the for forward players. Shake my head. No. If Savinho is bowling, Foden is bowling, Doku is bowling this season, Grealish is bowling, Haaland is bowling, why would you go and buy another forward? That's just logic. Thank you so much, Chako. That's logic, Vator. Wallahi, that's logic.
No, it is not logic.
It is very logical.
Otto, I gotta call you out and be like, thank you for the super chat. But the difference is, we're the best ran club. We don't wait until the problem is. We don't wait until the problem's there. Like we pointed out, Julian Alvarez,
like you didn't wait for the problem this summer. That's why you went 1-13. Fantastic point, isn't it?
No. The going 1-13 is not because of the problem in the summer. The going in 1-13 is with a series of injuries and poor form. That's what happens. But what we do is we buy when the market is right. We let Julian Alvarez go, knowing that we were always going to replace him. The fact that we're replacing him in January is because the opportunity is there. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
AMT saying that means in the last 2 January windows, only one player. It shows Man City were not worried they will drop off. I agree with you, AMT, about this. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, I agree with you. And May here is saying Vator Kope We needed defense and forward urgent. You definitely need. By the way, City really needed a midfielder.
Thank
You
you.
guys
Thank
say?
you. Midfield and defense is where we've been suffering the most. Look, Pep's had so many changes in that back line because of players not being available. When was the last time we saw John Stones play 2-3 games back to back? When was the last time we were able to see Diaz?
It's garbage anyway.
Oh, he's got. Oh, now this guy. You're calling this man garbage because you're still hurt because of the UCL chat.
He's not a defender. He's a midfielder. He's not a good defender ever. City are on panic mode by V. Stop capping.
We're
Jack Otto, call him out. Call
you know
him
what?
out.
Wait, I can't wait for the day we actually do panic. Because that's when you guys are gonna lose your minds. That's what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna do like Samsung. You know Samsung in Mortal Kombat? I'm gonna do like Samsung and draw all the power from Chelsea.
Wait.
Can I get Ahmed, I gotta move. We gotta move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna panic mode will be me doing a Chelsea, buying 7 players, top dollar. Let's go again. That's what I'm in panic mode.
City got motion now. Keep hating. I'm telling you, man. People are definitely hating on City. I've seen it.
Hating is free, man. Hating is free.
Yeah. People are definitely hating my man on Man City. Moving on.
Are we at 200 likes yet?
We're actually less than 10 likes away from 200 likes,
Right.
guys. So
I'm
hit
not
that like
center-
button,
I'm not
people.
center stage until we get 200 likes.
Guys, hit that like button, people. Come on, get us to 200 likes. Come on, 10 likes away. Arsenal, can I add something? I'll start with Ahmed in the middle. Might not be time to talk about Chelsea. I want to ask you something, Ahmed, in the middle. Do Man United have a chance against Arsenal tomorrow for real?
Listen, man. Every team has a chance against another team, man. It's just about the percentages that you really put on it at the end of the day. I think for me, this game in particular, you know, it's a very hot fixture in the sense, obviously, from a United perspective, you're coming off a good draw against Liverpool. You've got some momentum, I think, in general, from your last 2 games in general, I'd say as well. You then look at, I think from an Arsenal perspective, you're kind of coming off a devastating defeat. It feels like, you know, again, season's on the line. I don't know, man. You know, whenever I watch Arsenal, man, I feel like season's on the line every day, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I'm watching like a season finale every season. Like, you know, every match day with Arsenal, bro. Like they're like the only team where like the season finale is every season, every week. So, but in general, like I always say, definitely, I think United have definitely got a chance. Obviously, let's make sure that Bayinda doesn't do the thing they did to the corners last time where he was just letting them in from the corner spot. So let's make sure tonight that's not happen, Ahmed. But again, they have a good chance. They have a good opportunity here. Arsenal also have to think about Spurs as well. So listen, if you're Ahmed, bro, it's time to put the pedal to the metal, bro. That's as they say. So you gotta go for the kill here, bro.
You know what it
Everybody
is?
want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this with regards to the game.
Go on.
It's gonna be pure. When I say pure, I mean pure. Are we at 200 likes?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for the 200 likes. I'm able to be center stage. It's in the contract. Now, this is going to be pure entertainment. Pure
EA Sports,
entertainment
man.
because there's so much going on. Like Diallo right now is trying to remain all like calm. He's like, you know what? The game's tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Ahmed, I can see it in his eyes right now. Ahmed and what he sees in his manager, what he was able to see in how his manager has managed United recently, he knows the probability is high. He knows that they play up for big games. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking of the storylines. I'm thinking like, okay, United, honestly, they can't afford more losses. They can't. There's the season needs this. Amarin needs this. The United fan base, as Chelsea Ahmed kind of talked about, like it always seems like there's a fan base that's kind of like teetering on destruction or meltdown. These are the two fan bases. So when I'm watching this game, when I will be watching this game, I'm looking at a United that have to win. They have to win. And I'm looking at an Arsenal. I'm looking at an Arsenal for the sake of Dayo and his other Arsenal fans. They have to win. Dio's stressed. He's Candy
Bro.
crushing right now on his phone. They
Bro.
have to win.
Mentally, bro, these guys, man, they're that close, bro. I swear
Yes.
to God, man.
You know what it is, yeah? Wait, Dayo, do you want to go first?
Go on, Ahmed. Speak.
You want to? Okay. I'm gonna break it down. Yeah. Let's break it down. Yeah. Arsenal. Well, I'm laughing already. I haven't even said anything.
Sorry.
Wait. These lot, yeah. Think. I'm gonna look at Arsenal for a second. Then I'm gonna say my team. Yeah. Arsenal have lost to Newcastle Carabao Cup. They have to go to St James's Park. Yeah. They're not gonna win. When it comes to pressure, they're not built for that. Yeah, they're not built for especially facing Newcastle, a physical team, direct team. They're not going to win. So Carabao Cup, they're out. Champions League, forget it. Chalk it off, mate. Yeah, no need. Yeah, Champions League and Arsenal don't gel well with each other. Yeah, Premier League title. They've shown us many a times, yeah, that they can't sustain pressure, and when the going gets tough, they can't hack it. Don't have it in their mentality. Right now, when you look at the FA Cup, they love the FA Cup. They love it. Yeah, they've won it the most. We're one off behind them. So I actually think what's going to happen is that they're going to go all out for this. Genuinely, I believe they're going to go all out. Now, the problem is with United, because you know me, innit? I would love, I'll be like, yeah, we're winning that game. Yeah. But the thing is, every time Man United beat a team, we beat Man City, and then we shamelessly lose to Tottenham the next game. And I'm thinking, right, okay, the minute you actually gain some momentum and actually maintain it throughout the next game, the next fixtures, we can't do that. And we've not done it so far. Now, we drew to Liverpool, could have won that game. There's some positive signs. I'll look at the chances that we've conceded, for example, individual mistakes. My issue is that with Arsenal is that I'm not afraid of their team. I'm not afraid of their players. I'm not afraid of their coach. I believe if our manager right now, Amorim, had his profiles, I'm going to go in. Yeah, we're cooking them straight away. Yeah. Now, because we have bozo moments in our teams, and Arsenal usually capitalize, because we know with Arsenal, they can play dead and win a game. With United, we can play well and still not win. So it's like I don't know. I think this game is a 50-50.
But who's going to hurt you over at Arsenal, though, right now?
No, but what I'm saying is we're going to hurt ourselves. United.
Okay.
You know what? Because I said it, when I'm not scared of their players, I'm not scared of them as a team. Yeah. But with United, because we've got some mistakes when it comes to set pieces, individual errors at the back. Of course, we've got, when it comes to our one-off game, United play better. Yeah. Man like Staffy, Listen.
Man like Staffy TV in the chat.
Yeah, Staffy, man. That's the problem with Staffy, man. It takes one to know one, as they say. So that means
Staffy's moving different, Ahmed. This BR Staffy.
BR Staffy, yeah, that's what it's calling. BR Staffy, man.
All I want to say to Staffy, game recognized game, and right now you're looking very familiar. So if you say we don't know ball, you look very familiar. Game recognized game.
Listen, Staffy's not even here, bro, to defend this. What's this? He's not even here to defend. Anyway.
Type it in the chat, man.
Listen. Man like Staffy, yeah. His reaction killed me. When he fell off the thing. Well, that killed me, man. Yeah, I was dying, mate. But yeah, bro. Yeah,
bro. If you haven't seen that reaction, I think you missed a lot.
Bro, I was watching it, bro, at work, bro. I was pissing myself, man. I'm telling you, bro. I was dying. Now, but so with Arsenal, yeah, I've said this so many times that I'm not scared of them as a team. I don't look at their players, yeah. They don't really have big players like that can drag them throughout the mud. I saw Odegaard get pushed like that. Like, come on, bro. That's silly, man. you get me, Via, bro. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
That was terrible, bro, by the way.
What was that, bro? Like, the way he just got pushed around, yeah, that was crazy. And their defense here, you know what it is? Man United the way how Newcastle played, we should be doing that. We should be looking at how Newcastle beat them. Yeah, defensively they were sound. Midfield they cooked them, and in the attack they was clinical. They needed because we're not clinical. If you look at our goals, Lissandro scored a worldie like out of nowhere. Yeah. He's not going to be doing that consistently. What's the other goal we scored? Okay, Ahmed scored, a cut in, but we can't be just relying on Ahmed. Obviously, Ahmed's a big player, but I look at my other players, Højlund. I look at my other players like a Garnacho. They're not clinical. We don't have clinical players in this team. That's my issue with United. Man said Man United don't have an bro. We got Diallo, mate. We got Diallo. Yeah, respect Diallo. That's my guy.
Diallo and Isak in the same.
Diallo's my guy. Diallo's my guy. Yeah, that's.
If I was next to you, like young brother, I would just smack you in the head just to wake you up, bro.
Nah, bro. Diallo's gonna.
Man
bro,
said Diallo on Isak. It's like,
yeah,
man
respect
told him
Diallo.
I got Isak, we got Ahmed.
No. We got Diallo, man. Listen, we got Diallo.
Hey,
Yeah.
Diallo's great, but he's not Isak, bro.
You gotta have
I wanna do
promise,
the.
though, based off how you played against
We're
Liverpool.
physically not as exactly. Someone said in the comments, we're physically not up to par yet, like in Newcastle. So it'll be
Of
interesting.
course, your midfield is not even the legs of some like Newcastle.
It's only Ugarte who can actually hack it in the midfield in terms of covering ground, tackling, and winning the ball back.
What about Mainu?
And yeah,
Mainu's more ball retention, like
exactly.
around.
He will do a job in the midfield. In terms
I want to
of
hear Dayo's take on this, but before we go on, let me do a couple of these super chats. Before we actually on the brink of 3 signings, definitely worried for top 4. Just to answer that quickly, Vator for Man City. Just quickly.
Yeah, I don't think there's a huge worry at top 4, to be honest with you. I don't think these signings are for the top 4, but I hear it.
Someone has to drop Vator for you to be on top 4. Who do you think is going to be the team?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Just a quick, just before we go back.
Are these guys?
I'm asking your opinion. Don't ask me these guys, that guys, just these guys. I'm just asking you. There's Forest, there's Newcastle, there's Arsenal, there's Chelsea. Someone has to drop for you to be in top 4. Who do you think? Chelsea. Okay. All right.
We'll see about that, man. We'll see about that.
Cool.
So
Shai Koto saying, I wish Arsenal don't win tomorrow's game. I thought you're an Arsenal fan. Why?
wait, what's going on?
Isn't Shai Koto an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, he's a gooner, mate. He's
Bigger
gooner.
fish to fry.
You're a gooner.
Come
He
on.
doesn't want the FA. He's like,
What?
He doesn't
Hold on. I really want to understand this. Why, Shai Koto? Like, this is crazy, actually. Why?
the FA does nothing for Arsenal. They don't want that trophy anymore. They don't care about it.
I think he's sarcastic.
Nah,
I think he's sarcastic.
Nah,
No,
bro.
he's sarcastic.
He's been-
I'm gonna hear
Most
that.
favorites
Let me.
club.
My opinion: Arsenal should be focusing completely on the Prem because Liverpool will be dropping points, and Arsenal should be ready to pounce. Just to answer this, I'm gonna ask Dayo a question before he comes in quickly. Dayo, if you choose between winning Man United game or winning the Spurs game, which one would you choose? You gotta choose one game only. Quickly,
Winning the Manchester United game and winning the Spurs game.
yeah, Man United in the cup or the Spurs, one game.
I'll choose the Manchester United game, and I'll tell
Okay,
you why.
great.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Mhm.
Very simple. You're coming off a loss from Newcastle. You need the mentality to win again to be able to move on. Like you need to restart because this was our first loss in 14 games. We had gone 13 games unbeaten, right? We had drawn 3 and won 9 or something random like that. So for me, if you're coming off that type of run and you lose a game, and you are in a trophy, like you're in a position whereby you have the chance to go to the next round and still win the cup there.
Yeah.
Because again, the league, even if we lose against Tottenham, what's to say Liverpool will not lose their own next game too and drop points? Nobody
Fair.
knows that. So
Fair.
for me, it's the two key things based off of your question is you can't come off a loss and then get another loss, because what it does to your psyche and to your team is you're literally now going downhill.
I
might as well lose the Tottenham game too, right after you lose.
I absolutely hear it. Money Mace is saying Man United confident last 6 games, 5 loss, 1 draw. Is that the run for Man United? That's not real, is it? Is that
Prem.
Man United latest run?
In the Prem.
1 sec.
No, they won against City, so definitely. Okay,
In
Man
the
United,
Premier League.
1 draw, 1, 2.
Yeah, the last 5 games we've won once, drew once, and lost.
No, you
twice.
haven't won.
Yeah, we lost 5 in the Premier League.
The last 5, you literally lost 4 and drew 1. That's.
Yeah, the
Mad,
last 5
mad,
we
mad.
played City in December.
Yeah. So City. So okay, you have chest for City. For me, when Arsenal are in the driving seat, they falter. It is the opposite. Remember 22-23 season? Yeah, fair enough. We'll see what happens. Fair enough, AMT. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna go back to Super Chat. Does that mean you are more confident this season than when you were in the driving seat in 22-23? No, I disagree, of course. That was the chance there. AMT, that was the chance. Oh my God, people calling Diallo a big player. What the F?
Yeah, he can say that, but he's got Kai Havertz doing shoulders in front of a goal in it, so that's not my striker. You get me? Like at the end of the day, my winger Diallo is bagging in big.
Oh, that
Dayo's
is
laughing.
insane.
Dayo's looking down but laughing.
My winger.
That's
You know what's
crazy,
funny? You know what's
bro.
funny? You know what's funny, right?
Going like that.
This was the same guy.
Going
This
like
was
that,
the same guy.
You
This
get
was
me?
the same guy last season, right?
Come on now.
No, this was the same guy.
I was
right?
good.
That
This was the
is
same guy last season. Who was
crazy work.
This was the same guy
My
who was saying that
goodness
Menu is levels.
What's he
Menu is
doing, mate?
levels. Where's Menu this season?
I was
Menu is
going,
levels.
Yeah,
This is the same
listen,
guy.
listen.
This is the same guy that was talking nonsense last season.
I'll let Dayo finish.
Ahmed
yeah,
Diallo, listen, Ahmed Diallo is a very talented player.
Wait,
You can
wait,
say
hold
that,
on.
right? Like, there's a difference between you
Hold
just
on,
coming out here and spewing nonsense, saying he's a big player. No, he's an amazing, talented young player that we're going to see a lot of big games come out of in the future. There's not enough data for him. He's done 2 crazy things in like 2 games, and you want to sit here and suddenly
Hold on.
say, "Oh, he's won you this." I can
Wait,
put
wait, wait.
you can diss Kai Havertz all you want, but in an 18-game run last season, Kai Havertz scored in 15 of them for Arsenal.
Okay, Dayo, can I reply
And
to
won
you?
those games for us.
Can I
So
reply to
16
you?
wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss.
Okay, can I
You know
reply
what
to
that
you?
is? That's a big player who comes alive in
No, it's
consistently.
not. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
so
I'll reply
don't
to you.
don't do that to your player. Don't make people diss him.
Okay,
It's
okay, okay,
famous
okay,
like
okay.
yours that a lot of people diss
Okay.
Ahmad. Ahmad is an amazing player, but
Okay,
you
okay, okay.
you
Mo
shit
knows this,
on his
yeah.
legacy that he hasn't been
Okay.
built yet.
Okay, one sec. Mo knows it that I've been screaming for Ahmed here for about 25 million years, bro, innit? Even from last season. I'm telling you, I've been saying it. You comparing Kai Havertz and his GA last season, do you know how many starts Ahmed has had last year? He's had 2. So again, that
Exactly, but he wasn't good enough. That's why he had 2 starts.
no, he wasn't. No, that's,
Oh, he wasn't
no,
good
no,
enough.
Exactly.
no,
For the
see,
manager that you had,
wait,
your manager
Diallo-
obviously thought he wasn't
Dayo,
good
let me
enough.
finish, man.
So no, see,
Show
Vator,
me the
I'm not
time, man.
dissing the kid. I'm not dissing his
Let me
talent.
finish.
The manager there probably
brother.
thought he wasn't good enough for his style.
No,
And look,
no.
you might have an amazing player who a manager
Bro.
thinks this doesn't fit my style. Doesn't
What's
take
the
away
date? What's
from
the date
manager's
today,
play.
guys? What's the date today, guys, man? What's the date today, please?
What's this? What's
What's
this?
the
Like,
date today, please?
is it your birthday or something? What's going
No,
on?
no, I just want to know what's the date, please. What's the date today, please?
Jan 11th.
January the 11th, and we're still doing Havertz prop. Please, bro, put the
No, yeah,
gun
exactly.
down.
exactly, Ahmed.
Put
What
the
else-
gun down, bro. Please. You know
Yeah, but
what I
what else
mean?
gonna say?
No more. We don't need the debates and stuff like that. Bro. We seeing it in 4K Ultra HD. This guy is not good enough for you. Listen, he wasn't good enough for me. He's not good enough for you for what you need him to do. Just keep it pushing, bro. That's all I want to say, bro. Just
Okay,
keep
you
it
know-
pushing.
Do you know what it is, yeah, Ahmed? You know what it is? Dayo's talking about Kai Havertz last season. First of all,
I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. That's why I had to talk about his stats.
yeah,
You
because
brought
he's
up
doing
Havertz.
this.
No,
He's doing
because you brought up I have a based off of Ahmad, who has played 3 games, 2 games last season. By your logic, Ahmad is not good enough if you only played 2 games
No,
last
no,
season.
no,
By your
no.
logic, he can't be a big time player.
No,
if
no,
he
no, no.
plays
Okay,
regularly. Don't say no. You
Oh,
said
let
he played
let
twice
me
last
finish.
season, and then I
Listen.
said no. You said he played twice
Oh,
last
man.
season, and last season for us in an 18-game run, Havertz scored in 15 of them. So
Okay,
you
okay.
tell me.
Okay,
You
okay,
tell
well,
me.
All right, listen. I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, I've seen
I-
you know Patrick Bamford. Do you know who Patrick Bamford is? Yeah, Patrick Bamford. If everyone knows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Call him. Shout out Kobe, man. Shout out Kobe. If you
Yeah,
know, man.
I've seen Dayo. I've seen Bamford.
Stop asking us who's Patrick Bamford this. We all watch the Premier League. Broski.
Okay, Mo Vator, yeah, and Ahmed and Dayo. I've seen Bamford score 18 goals in the Premier League. You can say that Kai Havertz scored 17, 16. You're still a bum. You're still not good. Yeah, so you can say that, oh, he scored this amount. Diallo, I don't want to make about the Diallo show yet, but let me just debunk this. He didn't play that many games. He didn't start that many. He's had about 2 starts. And in the moments that he's played, bagged against AC Milan, bagged against Liverpool when we in the what's it called, in the Carabao Cup against Klopp, last minute against Man City. This guy's got a knack here of not just scoring in big games, but in vital moments as well. Because if you're doing that consistently, that means you are a big player. The only issue with Ahmed is that he's playing in a really disjointed team. So when you see Man United lose, it's very difficult for rivals to actually praise Diallo because we're not doing well as a team. So that's why what Ahmed is doing, if he was playing in a better teammate, he'd be up there, top 3 in his position. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. And he gets into most teams in the world, with most teams. I'm confident in that, right?
Wow.
Now, against Arsenal, of course we have a player like Diallo who can turn out at any moment, yeah, and actually turn up. I'm confident in Diallo, right? Of course. But my issue is the other players in the attack. We don't have that. We don't have it. Our right-hand side is okay, but the left is smelly. The left is smelly, bro. Like especially when we have on the left 10, the striker as well. I think if you want to hurt Arsenal, yeah, you probably got to need to play a player like, I don't even know, man. Like our strikers, Hoyland's
You
not
know, the
really-
more he talks, the more he convinces himself that he's not gonna win tomorrow. The
No,
more he talks. You guys notice that?
Yes.
no.
Do you guys notice what he's doing? The more he talks, he's
trying to
convincing himself.
No.
Dayo even haven't said anything yet. He's convincing himself that his chances are slimmer than what he actually thinks.
Believe in Amran, man. Believe in
No.
Amran, man.
No, but the thing is, I know.
He's convincing himself, bro. He's like, yeah, but our left side is shit. Only Ugarte can run. Our defense is not great. He's like,
Yeah, but is that not true though? Is that not true?
okay, but you had so much chest just 20 minutes ago.
No. Of course, yeah, but that's me be confident, and I've got a realistic side as well, isn't it? Like, listen,
There's two personalities.
Yeah.
Literally
Exactly,
started
bro.
talking.
Exactly.
You got that? You got my man saying Ahmed has so much shit. Now he's convincing himself that he has.
If you notice more, I didn't say anything because as he was speaking.
Wait. Let me
He's like he's realizing, bro. He keeps talking
No.
and he's making the points himself.
He's gonna his own point.
Listen, man. I'm trying to be objective, innit, bro? I'm not scared of Arsenal. I'm not scared of them.
Here comes again.
Nobody's saying you're scared. Nobody's saying you're scared.
No, I'm not saying it.
I'm asking you about the United team.
But logically speaking, you know that.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Since I said, let me ask you a question. How are you going to set up as United to beat Arsenal? What are you going to do to put the ball in the back of the net and win the game tomorrow? Break it down. I'll be quiet. I'm going to go on mute.
How are we going to break Arsenal down, bro? The minute you know how we break them down is if you actually get rid of all of their weapons in terms of the set pieces and the cross into the box and corners. If you defend that consistently well, like how Newcastle were doing it, yeah, because they knew that Declan Rice whip it on the top right and get a header from Saliba, and that's 1-0. Newcastle have players like Dan Burn, Joe Linton, big men, massive, bro. We've got our team ain't built like that. Do you get me? So if we want to beat Arsenal, we pattern up the corners, their techniques. You literally mark Odegaard at the game and then hit them on the break, innit? Because on the break, Arsenal are weak. They're weak on the break, especially when you guys push forward. We've seen that Saliba.
So which of your players are going to stop that?
Diallo.
No, hold on, because I'm not. Let me ask you the question. You haven't heard the question. You just said Diallo. Calm down.
Diallo, that's my guy, man.
Hear the question, because this question doesn't relate to Diallo's side of the game. This question again is this. In the case of an Arsenal corner kick, right, which you just mentioned, Newcastle have Dan Burn. Newcastle have big guys that could fight Arsenal players. You don't have those kind. Martinez is not shrugging Gabriel Magalhaes off.
I agree.
Yeah. So my point is, again, my question to you is, which of your players are going to be the ones that are going to step up and stop that set piece of Arsenal? Let's assume that you nullify us in open play, but not able to score you. But we get set pieces. How you break it down for me, because I'm just
what you do, you get Maguire's big head, and you literally get it, mark it on Gabriel and Saliba, and you do the same with De Ligt, and make sure you do that. De Ligt, Maguire, and put them in the what's it called? Marking Arsenal's threat in the box, because you need to put your big men in there. And even a player like Casemiro, you can do that. You've got Højlund, who's a big guy, Xerxes 6'4", Højlund 6'4", Maguire's about 6'3", so you got players enough here. Lissandro Martinez should not be marking anyone in that box. I'm sorry, I like Lissandro, but in the box, get him out, because I've seen the way how Isaac outjumped him. And Arsenal, they've got tall players. You got Havertz, you got Saliba, you got Gabriel. I ain't trying to see Lissandro Martinez mark anyone yet. I wouldn't even let him mark Hornswoggle. You know Hornswoggle from WWE?
I know you're talking about, yes.
Bro, I wouldn't even want him to mark him. So at the end of the day, we should not. I wouldn't want to be playing Lissandro. I've seen, and you know what? With Ugarte, I've literally seen. I'm not. The reason why I'm not scared of your midfield, I've seen Ugarte put McAllister and Gravenberch in the here and McAllister here, and he's dogged them, bro. So I'm not. I don't care about your midfield like that. Ugarte is gonna have Arsenal's midfield like that. I'm convinced with it. But the corners is low key making me look at it like, bro, listen.
He's not afraid of Arsenal, but he's still convinced that whenever he talks about his players, like
You know what? I'm gonna get Dayo to actually have his say, but the fact that we reached the point where Man United, coming from a 5-game streak without winning, losing 4 and drawing 1, going to the Emirates, even without Bukayo Saka, and saying that we can get a result and we can dominate the midfield. I'm not sure if that's the wrongdoing of Arsenal. I'm being objective now, or it is actually just it's a delusion thing. Like, I'm not sure if that is delusion or that, like, we're talking still about an Odegaard, one of the best midfielders in the league. We're talking about Thomas Partey, one of the best defensive midfielders in the league. We're talking about Declan Rice, Mikel Merino. We're talking about two of the best defenders in the league, Gabriel and Saliba. We're talking about David Raya, one of the best goalkeepers right there, Timber. We're talking even Lewis Kelly, the youngster. We still, the forward line is weak and everything, right? But that is just still, we're talking about the midfield battle and the defense. That by itself will keep Arsenal on the front foot all the time in this game. Unless Man United have a plan to go to Arsenal and do the work to actually dominate them. And I'm not sure. What you did against Liverpool is different, though.
So, Mo, let me just say this, right? In recent times, you've not been able to beat us. In fact, the last time you beat us in the FA Cup was when Jesse Lingard scored.
IG.
Yeah, no, hold on. That's the last time. That's the last time you guys beat us. Now, I understand that, of course, on the head-to-head with our FA Cup record, you guys have a better knockout record than us. You've knocked us out of the FA Cup more times than any other team. But my thing is this: with this current United team, and I'm being objective. I'm not trying to diss anybody or anything. The way you talk about Arsenal is just you talk about it through the microphone of banter consistently.
Me?
Yes, because
I was told that
because you speak about Arsenal like we're not a good team. First and foremost, your team is levels below us. Levels. United is levels below the standard.
You're a better team. I agree.
Let me say this again, and I'll explain why I'm saying this again. We are not passing the eye test as Arsenal. Like, people are like, we're not playing good football. But realize this: we have the same number of points we had last season, even though we're playing badly this season. That is how we're playing badly. Better than, like, last season, we played better than we were playing this season, but we have the same points at this stage, same number of games that we had last season. That's to tell you something, right? We may not have progressed, but we stayed consistent. You on the second hand are rebuilding with Amorim, and I respect what he's doing. But for you to sit there and say, "Oh, we're going to come in and we're going to this," I'm not afraid of.
I didn't say we're going to win. I didn't say we're going to win.
Okay, so you agree I'm not going to win.
No. Listen, I did not say yet that we're going to absolutely cook Arsenal. I've just pointed out Man United.
No, you didn't answer. My question to you was, how are you planning to come there to win? Because this is a game where somebody has to win, somebody has to lose.
How can you?
I already know how we are going to, how we need to beat you. We're going to beat you exactly how we beat you this season already. You guys are going to hold control of the ball in the first half. You are going to concede set pieces, and we're going to score them. Call it what you may, call it whatever you like. The truth is,
so you accepted the set piece gimmick.
No. Listen. Because we scored more open play goals than set pieces, and this set piece talk that people like to do is a lot of nonsense talk. We scored 8 set pieces. Everton has scored 8 as well. So let's not make it sound like Arsenal has scored 25 set pieces.
One manager got
it's a very good comment.
Even Manchester United have scored 5 set pieces, and we have 8. So we have only scored 3 more than you. So let's not make a City.
Okay, I wanna before we go on, Dayo, can you answer this? Do you believe Man United can come to the Emirates and have more possession than Arsenal
in the first half? Well, yeah, they've shown that they can have possession. I mean, against us in the league, the game that we played, that we beat them, they did have more possession in the first half, in the first 30 minutes. Amorim is a manager that you have to respect. I was talking to a Benfica fan who's a friend of mine, and he said, I asked him, I said, do you think you're winning the league this season? And the guy said, his response was, thank God Amorim is gone. Like, that's how much fear he put in the Portuguese league. Now, we may not rate the Portuguese league, but for a rival fan there to say such a statement, that tells you what kind of So for me, and I've seen how United have improved in the way that they play. So can they come and have possession? Yes, but this game, at the end of the day, it's a cup game. I don't really care about possession. I care about winning. So whatever Arsenal needs to do, people have been talking about, oh, we're not playing very well. The Newcastle loss was our first loss at the Emirates since we lost to Aston Villa last season. We hadn't lost at the Emirates since last season to anybody. So this Newcastle, so there's a bit of momentum. The last 5 games we've played, we've won and drawn games. United have lost 4 and just literally drawn 1. So if you're talking about momentum for each team, you can say, oh, we've lost 1, but we've won the other 4 before that. So all we need to do is switch it back on, and we're at home. So I think, yeah. And of course, United Arsenal is always, to me, that's one of the rivals that I grew up on. I grew up on the So
Yeah. Let me do the super chat so we don't go over the time. I'm talking about the FA Cup game against Man United. Did you lose to Man United last season in the FA Cup? Yes. Did you? No.
No,
Did
they
you
didn't. It was
lose?
Liverpool. It was
was
Liverpool. that
Liverpool.
lost to
lost to
United.
Liverpool.
So AMT, I'm not sure. Like he's saying 22, 20, no, the season before, did you lose to Man United? The 20, oh yes, Arsenal
Yes.
lost to Man United.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I see your point now, AMT. Should I go to saying I want Arsenal to get kicked out from EPL and FA Cup, from the EFL and the FA Cup, so that the board and the coaching team will see that they need signings to compete. If Arsenal get knocked out of the FA Cup, I don't think that actually says anything. I don't think the board will buy players because you left, because you get kicked out. I don't think. I'm going to tell you. Do you know what
Exactly.
they're going to say? Do you guys know what they're going to say? The Kroenkes? One less competition to worry about, so you actually have less games now, so you don't need more depth. Kroenkes are assholes, bro.
They're not.
Kroenkes, they're not. They're assholes, bro.
Here's the thing again. You see, we can't talk to, because in one sentence the Kroenkes are assholes. In the next sentence, we sit down here and say Arsenal Arteta spent 800 million. Who gave him the 800 million? The Kroenkes.
Yeah.
Are they backing him up,
There needs
or
to
are
be
they
a bit more balance in that one.
we
They're
can't
good
sit-
owners.
So why they aren't
can't sit here-
signing it anybody now then?
No, listen. Here's another thing. Let me
Why
ask
not
you-
now? Why
Oh,
not
listen,
now?
The window is not closed. The window is not closed. So
Arteta
let's not-
splashed
the
it on
window-
rubbish.
hold on. The window is
Yeah.
not closed. So
They're
let's
good
not do
owners.
this. The window
So
is not-
why? Okay,
on.
fantastic, great. It can sign, but they are already briefed. Like what's his name? David Ornstein said the Arsenal might be very slow in this window. Blah blah blah.
The window is not. See, Mo.
You
when
taking
start
this your
asking-
owners
when you
at
start
it
when you
first,
start
man.
asking
Yeah.
about predicting the future,
Big
or
up
why
the
are they not
Kroenkes.
signing? or
I'm
why-
not me. I don't. It's not me.
So again,
David Ornstein.
again, David honestly said they are going to be slow in this window. He did not say they are not going to sign. He said they are going to move slowly. There's a
Mhm.
big difference. So let's not sit here and come and quote David Ornstein and try and make it seem like David Ornstein said they are not signing anybody. If they told him that, he would have come out and said Arsenal are not signing any player this January. It's not happening. He said they have said they will look for the opportunity. They will move slow, but they will get what they want to get this window. So
We'll
this-
see. We'll see.
let's-
I hope that
let's
you
wait-
sign somebody.
let's-
To be
let's
honest,
wait till-
Rashford deadline signing, brother.
United
Oh,
Ahmed.
man.
United guys. Let me. Abdul Hadi. United Ahmed. Havertz, man. That's not my striker. Meanwhile, Holland has 2 goals in the league in 8 months. Lack of self-awareness
But
is
he don't
damning.
rate Hoyland.
I don't rate Hoyland, so again, that's
Yeah.
not really.
Abdul
Like,
Hadi, I'm just gonna tell you one thing, Abdul Hadi. Yeah, Ahmed really doesn't rate Hoyland, so you're not like triggering him, you're not dissing him. He literally said the Hoyland
he
is
can be
shit.
good off the bench. He can be good off the bench and offer something different. You know, go against tired defense and use his pace. But yeah, like that's fine, bro. You can.
All he's doing these days is just
Soccer
backing up
Junkie
players.
United. Soccer Junkie is a United fan that also supports the channel always here. United are winning tomorrow. I don't fear participation ribbon merchants. This will not happen.
Wow,
But I wish for a repeat of August 18th, 28th, 2011.
If we win tomorrow,
Again.
If we win tomorrow, I'm gonna be so unbearable, man. That's gonna be amazing, bro. That's gonna be amazing.
Ooh.
Listen, bro.
Listen,
Do you have them booked
Do you
up
remember-
already? No,
Hmm?
do you have United Ahmed booked for tomorrow?
no, it's tomorrow is Ahmed and Lahwa. We have Lahwa.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Listen,
I
I
don't
hope Sal turns up for once. You know what I
No,
mean?
but you know what
I
it
don't be
is?
seeing on a TK session, bro. You know what I mean? We got to my guy TK, but we need to be getting the actual guy needs to be cooked, bro.
the sad.
Yeah, we're
Bro,
getting the sad cooked,
I
bro.
have
That's what I'm
what-
saying, man.
Listen, I have 100% attendance. Sad's got flipping, like he's got nothing, mate. Yeah, you get me?
He's
He's
got
got-
truancy, bro. You know he's got a 40% for truancy, bro.
Bro.
That's what he's got, man, right now.
Nah, man. That's embarrassing, bro. I never see him when
Embarrassing.
Arsenal lose and TK has to hold the smoke. Listen.
Always.
Always.
Money
Swear to
made.
God, bro.
Amarim put Ahmed, the star of the team, wing back.
And he still he cooked as a wing back and he's cooking as a 10. That's how good he is. He can play both. My guy.
Can I ask you something quickly? What's the, not you, Ahmed. I'm gonna ask
Hey.
Vator. What's the ceiling you think for Ahmed Diallo? Can he be like a Sane in the Premier League, a Sterling, a
Ahmed
can he be a,
Diallo.
can he be a Mane? Can he be a Salah? What?
You know what? Dial left, but I think he can be relied on. I think he could be like dependent on, like a Saka.
Come
I think he could be that. What?
on. Higher than that, man. Yo, come on, man.
Oh
Higher than
wow.
that. Higher than that. Come on. Yeah, that was so underwhelming. I thought you were going to gas me up, bro. Like, I thought you were going to gas me up.
No, but look at how he's leaned on, relied on over at Arsenal, right? Look at how dependent they are. I think it would be the same thing. I think Ahmed would be that guy. It's like when you think of United, when you think of who you're trying to stop, it would be that name first and foremost. Yeah, I think he could be that good. And I haven't put him in world class category.
Bro, who did you say Ahmad would be like who? I wasn't here.
Saka. He said Saka.
No,
Saka.
No. I don't think he got it. I don't think he get it. Ahmed didn't like it. He said
He didn't like
it's
that.
higher than that. He
No,
didn't
no,
like
no,
that.
No, Ahmed doesn't rate Saka. I don't know why you're comparing.
I thought Vator was going to say someone like
Don't-
Mares, but like someone like that, like someone that's going to gas me.
Mahrez.
Bro, listen, Mahrez is
You
my
want to
guy.
compare Ahmed Diallo to
Bro, I'm not
Riyad
saying this.
Mahrez.
Listen, hear me out, man. I'm not saying Diallo.
You know, Riyad Mahrez is in the contention of one of the best wingers to ever play in the league. bro.
Mahrez is a baller, and that's my guy. I rate Mahrez, yeah. But don't say, he can be. Bro, I believe in Diallo's talent.
Mahrez used to put people on their backs, bro, on the floor, bro.
Yeah,
Like
and
people who
Diallo's
used to
gonna do that.
swim on the pitch, bro, because of Riyad
Bro.
Mahrez, bro.
Listen, that's my
You
guy.
know,
Mahrez.
but you know what it is, yeah. I think I've got a perfect example for Ahmed Diallo, yeah.
Yes.
And that is a Chelsea player that was there for a number of years. For
You're
us.
just gonna say Sterling.
Uh,
That's rubbish.
No. I said a number of years, so that it can't be Sterling for if I say number of years.
William.
That's it, man. You
No,
know,
better
I'm
than
together
that.
what's-
Nah,
yeah,
bro.
no, because no,
Who's better
Willian-
than that?
No,
William
I'm saying-
was baller, guys.
William
was
was
a
a
baller.
Listen,
This is
Willian,
one
bro.
We're
Listen,
talking
Willian,
consistency.
Willian, bro, was a 1v1 demon, could do stuff, but you know, I don't think he was a guy that was necessarily like a GNA type of guy in it. So I think with Ahmed Diallo, I think what maybe one of his things that's gonna hurt him is his ability to do the GNA thing. So I think for me with him, Ahmed Diallo, Willian, I see it, man. I see it. I'll be
No,
honest.
Do you know what it is? Right now, you're seeing some of the best of his talent show up because Amarim is really just setting up the team to play the way he wants them to
He
play.
said Kennedy.
And here's the thing: go watch his former team and how they used to play. They depended heavily on their striker. So once he gets the striker that he needs, he's going to start instructing Ahmad to play a certain way that you would not like. That is where the problem is. Go watch how he set up his other team.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because once he gets a striker like a Gyökeres that he needs, all he'll be saying to Ahmad is, I want you to feed in the ball. All that talent is in the Ahmad is driving in and doing all of that. Then he'll get different instructions. Right now, he's carrying the team because he's like, look, I don't have the players to do it. I'll give you a little bit.
You are a fraud.
Nani was cold, by the way.
Off-brand Nani is crazy, by the way.
Right,
Yeah, but Nani-
off-brand Nani, bro.
Nani was a good player as well, so he was a good player. He just wasn't.
Off-brand Nani is fucking crazy.
Nani would be one of the best wingers right now.
Papa Beard is saying, if only your club repays you for your passion, Dayo.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, Papa Beard, I've been an Arsenal fan for very, very many years. My club has repaid. I have seen my club win the Premiership. I have seen it. I was there.
What did you
I
win?
have walked the streets. In fact, let me give you another just small history, because I'm probably older than Ahmed and a couple of guys on the panel, so I can tell you the things I have seen. I was there when this same January, 1997, 1998, United were 10 points ahead of Arsenal. 10 points. We were fifth position, you were first position. End of the season, we won the league. I've seen a 10-point swing in this Premiership.
You had ballers back then.
No, listen.
Yeah.
No, listen. He's asking me, has my club repaid my passion? And I'm explaining that. I'm saying yes.
Big up to Dayo. man.
The same passion
last
I'm
super
The
chat.
good old days.
Last super chat. This Man United fan is going to destroy Diallo so early. Let it simmer first. Oh my God. We'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. We'll see if Diallo balls out tomorrow. But listen, people, before we go on, the Bridge Nation in the description, Ahmed's channel, got a lot of Chelsea content as well. Every day, there's Chelsea content. Vator Games in the description. Hey, United.
Come on.
It's going to be unbearable tomorrow on Al Ahwa and on his channel.
You didn't watch look,
if
Ahmed.
Man United win.
Yeah, I'll do a watch along.
Banter on the pitch as well. All right, guys, we have to be in manner when Ahmed watch along tomorrow. But listen, hit that like button before you go, guys. We're so close to 300 likes. Stay here, don't go anywhere, because we're going to see Hussam rant about Darwin Núñez and Liverpool and Richard Hughes, as always. I want to thank everyone that watched us. Thanks for all the panel. It's a fantastic episode of Rebels Rumble, bringing it back. Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for all the super chatters and all the people that like the video and everyone in the channel. We'll see you guys soon. We're out of here, people.
Watch out. Watch out.
Tuchel out.